All right, in this video, I'm going to show you how to install a pneumatic screen or storm door closer. All right, so we've got two of these. We can't put this one on here because the plunger would catch on the side. So we have to use this one on this. Then the plunger will be here and you can open the door. Otherwise, you can't open the door. All right, so we're going to attach this screen door closer at the very top onto the door frame. So we just got to get it centered and mark our holes with a pencil and we're ready to go. So anyway, I use the shop vac while we're drilling so all the metal shavings get sucked into it and we don't have to worry about stepping on them. Next, we're going to check the placement of our plunger holder, and then we're going to go ahead and screw our screws in. We got 4 of them. Those are sheet metal screws, and they go in pretty easy. You just got to get them in there nice and snug. And we're putting 4 on the front of the frame, and then you've got 2 spots where you can put them on the side of the frame too. All right, so anyway, we're going to get the plunger and we're going to hook the back of it onto that holder that we just attached to the frame. Now what we've got to do is we've got to kind of extend it forward, but we've got to put the front attachment on with the little pin that goes through it, and that gravity holds it down. All right, so now what we got to do is we got to pull that plunger out a little ways, about 1 inch or 2 forward, and then get our mark on the actual door where we're going to put our screw. And that's where we're going to drill and put the screw. But we have to extend it. We're going to pull it out there, and then we're going to mark it, hold it, get it, make sure it's center, because you don't want it hitting the top of the door frame. And then get your mark. There we go. Let me get your mark on there. And then make sure that you got it right where you want it. And then we're going to let it slide out, and then we're going to drill the hole, and then we're going to screw it on there. All right, so now once we've got that hooked on there, I got to pull it forward so that he can get the screw in the hole and then screw it on there. So there's tension on it because we pulled it about 1 inch forward. So you can feel it. It's nice and tight. And then we can adjust it. We're going to show you how to do that. All right, so we've got the plunger or the closer on the top of the door on the door frame. It's all set in on both sides. But as you can see, it's closing very slow. So what we've got to do is we've got to change the pressure or the torque on this. And the way you do it is you stick your little screwdriver in there, and you're going to see there's a little thing at the front there. You can use a Phillips head or a flathead, and you're going to turn it counterclockwise to increase the pull to make the door shut a little bit stronger or a little bit faster. Okay, before you put your pins in, you got to make sure that you've got your stopper the right way on, and ours was backwards. So we had to put a wrench on this, pull out the rod from the pneumatic cartridge and stretch it, pull that thing off, flip it around, and then we had to put it back in and drop the pin back in so that we would have it in the right position so that we could have the door stopper hold the door open. And I'm going to show you that in a second. So now we got it on there. You push it out, you push that up against the cylinder, and that's what holds the door open when you want to keep the door open. And so don't forget that. So anyway, we've also got to put a couple screws in the side of our attachment to the rod that comes out of that pneumatic pump. So we had to go ahead and screw a couple holes in there, and then we had to put the screws in on the top and on the bottom so that we would have a nice sturdy attachment to that pneumatic pump that pulls the door closed. All right, so anyway, there's our door puller backer, or you could also call it the closer, I guess. And as you can see, you've got a pin that slides in there, and gravity basically keeps it there. This one too. And we had to stretch it this way to get some tension on it. You change the tension by turning this screw inside of here clockwise or counterclockwise. Counterclockwise to make it stronger, clockwise to make it loose. This here is what holds that door open. So if I open it like this, all right, and I want to keep it open like that, I take this and I pull it here, and then that holds the door, as you can see, right? That's how you hold the door open. And then, if you want to, shut the door, because right now this has got tension on it. So what you would do is you got to push the door a little bit this way to take the tension off of it, pull that back, right? And then all you do is let go of it. And it just squeezes. Bam, done. got it perfect close on it. Let's look at it from outside. If I open it up here, right, there it is. Let go of it. Bam. Perfect. And that's what the door looks like once it's in. So here's our door. Got our latch on with a lock. Works great. And this is working perfect. And as I said before, to change the pressure on it or the torque that pulls the door back, you turn this counterclockwise. To loosen it, you turn it clockwise. Your pin's set in there. Back here, you got to make sure that this is facing the cylinder. We got all of our screws in that holds that on there, so that's working good. And I think we did a pretty good job on this. All right, and you can see we already put all of our plants back up. And we've got all of our screen done, and it looks fantastic. All right, when you're doing a job, sometimes you make little itty-bitty mistakes, but that's part of doing the job. So don't beat yourself up about small things. You can fix them, and we did. And now it's working perfect, and do it yourself. Save money. All right, if you like this video, subscribe to my channel and check out my other awesome videos on how to do stuff that you've never done before. Peace out.